Mystery at Blind Frog Ranch. For years, the strange patch of land known as Blind Frog Ranch has existed somewhere between legend and science, between folklore and fringe geology. Sitting quietly in the rugged veins of the Uinta Basin, it has been many things: a forbidden corridor, a rumored treasure site, a home to anomalies no expert can quite explain, and a battleground for theories that challenge the boundaries of what is possible. Now, as whispers begin to stir about a new chapter in the saga, viewers of Discovery's hit series are preparing for what may be the most daring and perilous venture yet: the long-anticipated search for the so-called Caverns of Gold. The idea of vast subterranean chambers filled with precious metals has appeared before in Blind Frog Ranch lore, but it has always faded like steam against cold morning air. Over time, though, scattered clues have accumulated: map fragments, mineral readings, sonar echoes, and stories passed through generations, until the possibility of something monumental beneath the property became impossible to ignore. The crew has spent years exploring flooded tunnels, excavating stubborn earth, and chasing down mysteries that widened with every answer found. The ranch seems alive, never fully giving itself over, always asking a little more from those who dare pry into its secrets. This new season, teased by insiders as an expedition on a different scale, sets its sights deeper and darker than any exploration before it. Producers and researchers have hinted at the discovery of geological anomalies beneath the ranch, hollow spaces that stretch far past previously mapped boundaries. Early investigations show patterns suggesting human shaping rather than the randomness of natural cave formation. For the team, such signs are irresistible. They imply history buried under centuries of sediment and silence. They imply that someone long ago may have carved out pathways for a purpose that time has since forgotten. The landscape above these anomalies feels charged, as if the ground itself anticipates the disruption of whatever has slept beneath it. Wind that moves strangely through the trees, soil that shifts subtly underfoot, and wildlife that seems unusually restless have all become part of the ranch's living atmosphere. Even seasoned explorers admit that Blind Frog Ranch exerts an emotional pull, something between unease and fascination, making it impossible to walk away even when logic suggests otherwise. As the search for the Caverns of Gold ramps up, the team is expected to deploy new tools, combining old-fashioned grit with high-tech precision. Ground-penetrating radar, subterranean drones, seismic mapping equipment, and portable geochemical analyzers are rumored to be part of the arsenal. These aren't just accessories, they are lifelines, because the ranch is notorious for its capacity to warp expectations. A straightforward operation can twist suddenly into chaos: a collapsing shaft, a flooded passage, equipment failures that defy explanation, or geological events that occur with unnerving timing. At Blind Frog Ranch, the unknown always seems a step ahead. The term Caverns of Gold itself is more than a romantic label. Historical fragments recovered from conflicting accounts describe a network of chambers within the basin, allegedly used by ancient inhabitants to store metals that came from sources still debated by scholars. Some claim they predate known civilizations in the region. Others argue they were carved during Spanish expeditions that vanished into myth. Modern treasure hunters have only added layers of speculation, convinced that the Uinta Basin contains hidden wealth rivaling any outlaw tale or colonial legend. But Discovery's exploration is not just about treasure. The show has long embraced the idea that the ranch is a convergence point, where geology, history, cultural memory, and unexplained phenomena cross and blur. The Caverns of Gold represent a narrative thread that ties these elements together. If the chambers exist, they could offer physical evidence of historical movements not documented in textbooks. They could also reveal why the area has been the epicenter of unusual activity, both modern and ancient. The team knows this. Their ambitions go far beyond the glitter of metal. They want answers. They want context. They want to understand why Blind Frog Ranch behaves like a creature with its own will. Early scouting missions for the season reportedly revealed signs of man-made alignment deep beneath the ranch. Seismic data hinted at long tunnels with strange geometric consistency, and faint metallic signatures suggested deposits of unknown composition. The team's initial attempts to drill into the suspected caverns were met with significant resistance, as if layers of stone had hardened unnaturally over time. Analysts reviewing the data described the underground system as something that should not exist in the way it does, like architecture masquerading as geology. Meanwhile, the surface tells its own story. Strange depressions appear in areas that were previously flat. Water sources unpredictably rise and fall. Instruments pick up electromagnetic anomalies that distort readings, causing seasoned technicians to question their own equipment. Some believe these disruptions are tied to whatever lies beneath, with the caverns of gold acting as the hidden core of a larger system of mystery. This season aims to connect those dots. As preparations intensify, tension builds around the risks the team will face. Entering unknown caverns poses dangers unlike anything above ground. Limited oxygen, unstable rock, sudden flooding, and disorienting tunnel networks make underground exploration a high-stakes game even for the experienced. But Blind Frog Ranch amplifies those risks. The land seems to resist intrusion, as though protective of whatever it hides. Machines malfunction in ways that experienced engineers cannot explain. Batteries drain unnaturally fast. Communication systems crackle with interference from sources that do not appear on standard charts. Despite this, the pull of the unknown strengthens. Curiosity becomes its own compass, pointing the team downward. As the crew continues drilling and mapping, the possibility of a breakthrough looms. Rumors suggest they have already reached pockets of air sealed for centuries, carrying with them metallic scents and mineral traces that indicate significant deposits nearby. There are indications that the deeper chambers may be interconnected, branching outward like veins beneath the ranch. If these pathways hold what the team hopes they do, the revelation could redefine the entire narrative of the series. The Caverns of Gold, if they are real, will not be a simple discovery. They will open questions that stretch far beyond the ranch: who carved them, why they were hidden, and what other secrets lie waiting beneath Utah's rugged terrain. Viewers will be brought into a world where each breakthrough unravels into a deeper enigma, where treasure becomes context and context becomes revelation. In this new season, the ranch itself becomes a character, a shifting, breathing presence that both tests and guides the team. Every vibration in the ground, every echo from below, and every shift in stone seems charged with intention. The environment feels alive with withheld truth. This is the terrain where legends are either disproven or immortalized. The exploration will likely push the crew into confrontations with physical and psychological barriers they have not faced before. Tight spaces, unexpected geological traps, and the eerie sensation of being watched by the darkness itself all contribute to the haunting atmosphere. Even seasoned explorers can feel disoriented in the deep earth, where time seems to behave differently and navigation becomes an act of instinct as much as skill. Yet the Caverns of Gold represent more than fear. They represent potential. Potential for discovery. Potential for rewriting history. Potential for finding something that has waded through centuries of silence. As the search intensifies, viewers can expect the season to weave between breathtaking landscapes, precise excavation strategies, and the ever-present sense that the ranch holds more secrets than can be uncovered in a single lifetime. Each episode will likely peel back one more layer of mystery, drawing the team closer to whatever lies buried in those forbidden depths. The anticipation grows as Discovery prepares to unveil the next chapter. Fans know the ranch seldom gives straightforward answers. It prefers riddles wrapped in stone and water, shadows that stir at the corner of vision, and clues that feel simultaneously ancient and intentional. The Caverns of Gold, real or not, embody that spirit of uncertainty. They invite exploration, not because they guarantee answers, but because they demand questions. This season promises a blend of adventure, danger, science, folklore, and the relentless human desire to uncover the truth. It is a journey into earth and history, into myth and measurement, into the heart of a land that refuses to be simple. With the search for the Caverns of Gold, mystery at Blind Frog Ranch moves beyond exploration and into the realm of quest. The team stands on the threshold of a discovery that could alter everything they thought they knew about the ranch. The ground beneath them holds its secrets tightly, but not impossibly so. Persistence has always been the driving force of the series, and it will be the compass guiding them forward. Somewhere beneath Blind Frog Ranch, chambers wait, silent, sealed, and wonder-laden. Whether filled with gold, with history, or with something no one has yet imagined, their unveiling promises to ignite curiosity around the world.